Carlos Calderon, 7 years younger, also a 3-inch height advantage. Can he use it? That's the question. Beatrice gonna get us started.
Continuamos con mucha más acción este duelo. En la división peso pluma, we continue with much more action this bout. In the featherweight division, los jueces son the judges are Elian Rodríguez, Richard Green Sr. and James Lázaro. Y ahora, damas y caballeros, llegó el momento de un combate global. En la esquina azul, in the blue corner, wearing black, vestido de negro, su peso oficial, 145 libras, his official weight, 145 pounds, with a pro record 4 victories and 3 losses, con un récord profesional de 4 victorias y 3 derrotas. De sangre mexicana de Querétaro, México, Alejandro Gavidia. En la esquina roja, in the red corner, wearing blue, vestido de azul, su peso oficial, 145.2 libras, his official weight, 145.2 pounds, with a pro record 4 victories and 2 losses, con un récord profesional de 4 victorias y 2 derrotas. From Aurora, Colorado, Carlos the Chief Calderon. El referee de Panamá, Marcos Pérez.
Ok, ya saben las reglas, quiero una pelea limpia. Sigan mi comando, choquen guantes si quieren. Sus esquinas.
The fighter from Tijuana, Mexico, Alejandro Gavidia in the black. Carlos Calderon fighting out of Denver, Colorado in the blue, and we are underway, round number 1.
That exchange right from the start, and Gavidia trying to switch levels when he can, the opportunity, the right timing to go to the ground. Both these guys got some bonds in their hands. They got some really strong, heavy hands.
Calderon, that loose
footing
style.
there.
Oh, right into the triangle.
Ran right into it.
Immediate ground mistake, switching to the armbar. We might see a quick submission.
Gavidia has enough, though, of that graduate jiu-jitsu experience to escape, rightfully so. He stayed very patient.
Maybe Calderon to roll to the omoplata. Didn't get the space to do that. This is exactly where Gavidia,
that's where he
wanted the fight.
That's where he wanted it. They basically just gave it to him, Jimmy.
Yeah, but Calderon going for that early triangle shows he's no slouch. Looking for it again.
It's like you walked into a buffet, Jimmy. You got the food, didn't have to wait and sit and get the food warmed up. What happened here?
I think they were upset about the 12-6 elbow. I think it's only I can think of.
I couldn't see from that angle.
Yeah. But no point deducted. The action continues. Calderon once again in that omoplata position. Shoulder lock with the legs. Not easy to pull off in MMA, but he's staying active with the guard.
He ain't letting go.
Yeah, he's making Gavidia be defensive when he wants to be offensive. Right now, yep, cranking on it, but Gavidia staying calm, patient on top. That's a hard move to pull off in a jiu-jitsu tournament, let alone in MMA. Ben Saunders, famous for pulling off one in MMA. It's not easy to do.
It's one of those submissions that are just really hard to point out. And
now Calderon on top, takedown of his own.
Now this is where Gavidia gets to work. Being on the ground, great position.
Nice
yeah, beautiful, yeah.
From Calderon straight to the back, one hook in.
Made it look easy and nice.
Now the guy who has faith in his ground game is stuck defensive. Trying to keep him from getting that other hook in. You got to defend your neck at the same time. Going power half Nelson.
Oh,
there's
nicely
the second hook.
Beautiful, Jimmy.
Yeah, got
great body lock.
Trying to defend, putting pressure on the chest of Calderon. Switch it to the body triangle. This is where those long legs are just awful. Having them wrapped around you.
And you could be there all day. And then you can go. Now transition from Gavidia. Wow. Gavidia. Great ground stuff that we've seen here so far, Jimmy.
Yeah, good transitions. Both guys being very active. But it's Calderon kind of chaining the submissions together. Wasn't quite sure if we'd see that.
You could sell both the level X expertise when it comes to the jiu-jitsu from both these guys.
Great job stepping over the leg, looking to pass is Gavidia. Last time out, he was knocked out flying knee by Slick J, Justin Vasquez. The problem with that is, like I said, there was some activity on the ground.
Yeah, there was.
Stand-up was a little premature. He had the fight where he wanted it. Now Gavidia throwing some punches, but he keeps getting in triangle trouble. Even one arm in, the other one out.
Yeah, as for Calderon, he's trying to bounce back here, get a victory. Last time we saw him was back in May, lost a decision to Elijah Leggett. Made several appearances already in Combate. This one being his 4th appearance.
Now good pressure on the pass from Gavidia. Pass, you want to be low and tight. So far, Gavidia doing that. Not giving Calderon a lot of sweeping opportunities. Now the instep pressure pass against half guards. Got to stay low and tight. Pull that right knee out. Calderon, short punches, but needs to stay busy on the bottom.
It's been a ground fight for the most part, Jimmy.
Yeah, early on, Calderon lost his footing. Good job from Gavidia, keeping him down.
Capitalizing on it, yeah.
Capitalizing. A lot of fighters just kind of end up staring at their opponent when they slip and
went right to it. He's like, oh, I didn't have to work for it.
And dove in a little early, got in a little triangle trouble, but since then he's done comparatively well. Good top pressure, good short ground and pound. Hasn't tried to open up too much, but neither has Calderon on the bottom. Both guys staying very tight, staying stingy.
Not giving anything away, very protective at all times. Spreading him up there, good way of protecting that leg.
In Americana position, really hard to crank from half guard though. Not gonna finish that from there against an experienced grappler. Gavidia, can he get the guard pass in the final seconds? He ends up in the guard of Calderon at the end of round 1.
Cuando vayas a salirte de su libre, no des la espalda. Ten cuidado y sal de frente, o si vas a querer medio dar la espalda, recórrete hacia la jaula. Fuera de eso estás haciendo bien, sacude tu pierna. Arriba estás perfecto. Tuvo que buscar el libre porque te sientes bien. ¿Okay?
Bien, va a buscar el striking. Acuérdate de lo que sucedió antes. Cada vez que resete, él va a poder buscar la rodilla, ¿va? Estás bien, lo estás haciendo bien. Él se resbaló. Él sabe dónde cosa. Él ahora va a buscar pegarte fuerte. Pero tenemos el beneficio de que se cansó. Ya está respetando la distancia, ¿va?
Hey, short memory, forget that round. Let's fucking go. Let's get it back. Let's go. Thank you.
Welcome back to round number 2, Combate Global. Carlos Calderon in the blue versus Alejandro Gavidia in the black. First round, almost entirely on the ground. Calderon, I don't think wants that kind of fight.
No, absolutely. And Gavidia's corner told him, hey, you got him where you want it. He may be very tired going into the second round. Keep at it. He's protecting you, or he knows exactly the strength that you have on the ground.
Guillotine starting round number 2. Calderon is going for
and
it.
Someone's bleeding, Jimmy.
Yeah, I believe it is around the right eye of Gavidia.
Yeah.
I think it was an early strike, and he's going hard for the guillotine.
That's something, Jimmy. He has something there.
This might be over. Gavidia fighting it hard.
That's
got it.
Wow.
Talked about the ground game of Gavidia, but
Carlos Calderon, wow.
With the submission in round number 2. Beautiful stuff for the fighter from Denver, Colorado. Thought he was a striker. He showed his complete game tonight, finishing round number 2. We will make it official when we come back to Combate Global. Welcome back inside La Jaula. You're looking at a very happy Carlos Calderon as he wins in round number 2. Beatrice, let us know the details.
El tiempo oficial, 39 segundos del round número 2, the official time, 39 seconds of round number 2. And the winner, by way of submission, el ganador por sumisión, Carlos Calderon.
We thought the ground game would favor the man on the left. That's right, Alejandro Gavidia